How did you get the burns, bro?
Yeah, I was in an explosion at work in my old job. They just, I literally just turned the handle. The thing ruptured. Next thing I know, I was on the other side of the room.
Man, so that means
Fire everywhere.
you got big compo then?
It's all right. It's all right. It's like, it's enough. I mean, it's not enough. It will never be enough, really. But I can't
Couple
really.
M's.
Nah, not even. I wish.
Should have been.
I wish. It probably should have been. It should have been, but it's on the right amount.
$500,000.
I'm not saying, innit? I can't say because of
More than $500,000.
legal reasons, innit? I can't say. I can't say more or less. I'm not allowed to say in it because I had to sign like an NDA and all sorts of bullshit.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
yeah.
actually happened?
So basically, I was an aircraft technician. That's what I used to do.
Yeah.
And I used to basically service like the oxygen cylinders. You know, like when you're sitting on a plane. Anybody been on a plane here? Yeah. Not everybody, bro. You'd be surprised, bro. Some people on the end. Anyway. The thing comes down on your face. Wait. I just realized. Wait. I just realized. Sorry. I said it too quick.
Oh my gosh, one more time.
You don't know what's going on, does
You don't even know what's going on.
You know what I feel like? I don't know if you remember this, but you know when...
SM looks so disappointed.
No, it's just like... I feel like I'm on a bus and there's people behind me just chatting and I'm kind of half listening and
you don't even know
I'm
what's
like,
going on.
where am I going?
Yeah.
Why am I here on the bus?
It just came. Sorry, I was about to say another why. Anyway, so basically, you know when there's an emergency and the mask comes down and you need to breathe through it.
Yeah.
There's an oxygen cylinder above it that supplies the oxygen. So I used to service those. So you have to refill them with oxygen to like 3,000-4,000 psi, and then you have to simulate them being at 45,000-50,000 feet in the sky, like it's a plane. So we're working to really high pressure. So I basically just turned on the oxygen from the outside of the building to come onto the inside of the building. I came into the middle of the building, opened the valve, and from what I think I understand is that the valve ruptured because I don't really remember it in it. I just turned the handle. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor on the other side of the room, flames everywhere, sort of thing. So
Mad.
What injuries did you sustain from that?
some brain damage.
Brain damage as well?
Yeah. Some brain damage, like memory loss, mainly, and then like 4th degree burns, pretty much. So
Facial, body, everything.
facial and arm, like it shot up my arm because that's the hand I turned it with all the way up and then went up my chest and face, basically.
That was like killed.
To be honest, like I didn't really feel it till like later down the line because like in the moment when I like woke up, it was like I guess like adrenaline. The first thing I thought when I got up was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna lose my job." So I was just, bro, that's what you think though, innit? You're just thinking like, fuck, the place is on fire, like, it's me. And it was like during COVID, so like half the workforce is like furloughed. So like it's just me and like 10 other man maybe in the building or whatever. So I'm trying to like figure out how to put it out. And like there was no real way to put it out because it was like the main pipeline. I opened the door to the testing facility. Next thing I know, smoke's just flying out of the testing facility. I can't see anything in the corridor. Someone runs into the room. I can't hear anything they're saying because, I don't know, either the sound of it was so loud or like it burst my eardrums or something because I couldn't hear anything they were saying. They were just doing this. Then I run to the mains to turn it off.
Oh, so wait there. So when you exploded and flew over to the other side of the room, you just got up. You was up and active.
Nah, so basically, I woke up on the floor, right, and I just looked around me and there was smoke everywhere. I thought you meant when
you woke up from the hospital bed.
Oh, no. So so I woke up in the place still.
He's still on the mission.
And I don't know how long, like the time's passed. I don't know how long the fire's been going on for or whatever. So I'm just literally getting up and thinking, rah, I'm going to lose my job. I need to try to put this fire out type situation. And it looks like a Bunsen burner. You know a Bunsen burner in school? The little blue flame and the red flame. That's what it kind of looked like. So yeah, the person come in the room, they were saying something. I couldn't hear what they were saying. I ran out of the room and again, I can't hear. So I don't know if there's a fire alarm going off or not. But there's people upstairs and the smoke's going upstairs. They're trying to run down the stairs and they're falling. I'm now tripping over people's bodies, trying to run past to get to the like fire exit to get to the outside of the building. I get to the outside of the building and there's basically like a padlock code for the main bottle. So if you ever, I don't know if any of you ever worked behind a bar before, they got these huge cylinders that basically pump the gas into the where you pour the pints from. So it's similar to that kind of setup sort of thing, except it's like pure oxygen. It's like purer than the stuff you get in the hospital. So I couldn't remember the padlock code for the life of me. I don't know why, and I've used it obviously like 1,000 times. Couldn't remember the padlock code, and I'm hearing like more and more bangs going off in the building. This is the airport, by the way, as well. So like, it's mad. So I'm thinking, right, if I don't do this, the whole airport's going up in smoke. Managed to get it open. Then there's like 6 cylinders, and each of them are something called a quarter turn, which means they only turn like that. take it out, put it back in, turn it. So I had to do that 6 times, locked it. And then by the time I'd done that, that's when I realized like how bad it was. And I was like, okay, cool. I need to get to the bathroom. I'm just going to like wash it off. Everything will be fine. Because the first thing I'm thinking in my head now is like, shit, is my girl going to think that I look mad or whatever? Because I can't see my face at this point. I can only see my arm. Because like, obviously I don't have a mirror or whatever. So I ran to the door, and everywhere in the airport is like, you have to have a pass basically to get in. So I've gone to pull my pass off of my little lanyard, and it's like half melted. So I can't get into the building now. Miraculously, my deputy team leader turns up out of nowhere. And then we basically run across to what is like almost like the smoking area, but also I think the fire assembly point, and like the whole business is there basically just chilling. They obviously don't know what's going on. And then he calls for someone to, like a first aid trainer, and he's shouting for first aid trainer. Everybody's just looking at us. Turns out they furloughed all the fucking first aid trainers. So someone runs over and he opens a first aid box. Like he literally goes down to the floor, opens his first aid box, and he looks down, and then he looks up at me. And he just starts shaking. And at that point, I knew I'm fucked. Like, I know it's bad at this
So
point.
you couldn't feel your face? Or
Bro, I couldn't. That's how, like, how do I explain it? Like, it was so painful that it didn't hurt. Yeah. I don't know how to explain that, really. So he screams to grab the hose. Then the next thing I remember is just being cut out of my shirt and being hosed down with, like, a hose literally on my arm. And I just kept saying, my face. And then they would, like, hose my face. And they'd be like, my arm. And then they'd hose my arm. And I kept doing that back and forth. Eventually, an ambulance came. They gave me like 2 paracetamol, and then they put me in the back of the ambulance, however long after it was. And then the guy in the ambulance was just pouring water on me. And then I remember him saying like, I'm so sorry, bro, we've like ran out of water. Yeah. And then at that point, bro, like, I don't know, I just felt like my body just shut down. I don't even remember too much. Like after that, I got to the hospital. My mum turned up at some point, and obviously she was like, nobody wants to see their mum like that, innit? So I must have been there for maybe like a day, and then they transported me to another hospital. I don't really remember that too much. And then I was in the other hospital for like a week. I went into anaphylactic shock because they gave me, there's this thing that they use for burns that uses pineapple skin in it. They put that on my skin, and then they wrapped it up like a mummification type thing, like a bandage. And I'm allergic to pineapples. Oh. And I didn't know I was allergic to pineapples, so which is peak in many ways, obviously. So, so basically, I remember just saying to the nurse, like I pressed the buzzer, and I was like, "Yo, like, not to alarm you in it, but like I feel like I'm struggling to breathe just a little bit, just a little bit." And she was like, struggling to breathe, and I was like, "Nah, just a little bit, like it's chill, it's just a little bit." And she just like sprinted off, And because she sprinted off like that, I had a panic attack, instant, bro. Like, next thing I know, waking up, like 8 doctors around me, and the thing's completely off my arm. And they basically said, yeah, you had an allergic reaction to the thing on your arm, and they had to like literally charge my chest and everything. So then I got home after that week, and like literally the day I got home, there was a letter from my work, which I was hoping they would say something like, we're sorry about your accident, blah, 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 this and that. This is the situation. They basically just put, we're making you redundant. We can't reopen your department. And I was like, are you joking? Like, been working for you for like 2 years, and you just dash your man in the toilet type vibe, which is a fuckery anyway. But so I don't know. That's just how life works. I just thought they got me in it. Do you get what I'm saying? I just thought like whatever's happened, like they got me. Like I worked hard for them. Do you get what I'm saying? So like it was like a really good job. Like I studied bare for that job. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's terrible. That is terrible.
What can you do, bro? That's life.
So question, why did you not feel pain? That's weird.
The adrenaline,
bro. Yeah, definitely the adrenaline.
And was anyone else hurt or injured?
Nah, bro. I was the only one in the test chamber, innit? I was the only one in the test room. Yeah. So the other guy who was in that department was furloughed. So it was only me.
Just you in it. Sound like a Grand Theft Auto mission. I'm sure you said you was jumping over people and stuff.
Yeah. When I got out of the room, because people were running downstairs, obviously there's smoke everywhere, you can't really see. Okay. So people are like crawling on the floor.
Yeah, but they weren't injured. They were just couldn't see much.
Nah, they weren't injured. They weren't injured. They were just trying to like get out of the building basically. Because they couldn't see where the fire exit was. But
how did you feel with the situation with your work? How were you angry? Were you sad? Did you feel betrayed? Like what was going on?
Definitely betrayed, bro. It was like, to be honest, I didn't really know what to think at first. I was just more in shock. I didn't really know how to like take in that information. I didn't understand why it was happening to me, and they didn't give a reason for it either. To be honest, like basically their probation is 36 months apparently. So like they basically could have got rid of me anytime, sort of thing. So it wasn't like.
Do you think they did it because they were scared that they were going to get
big
proper
compo?
bad.
Probably.
Sued,
Probably.
closed down. So they just thought if we take any responsibility for this, I mean, I can't think why they would do that. It's
But they
terrible.
tried to blame me at first for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
They tried to blame me. Did everything to try and prove it was me.
And you did you
Everything.
prove that it wasn't?
Well, they eventually couldn't find out it was me, and then they accepted liability. So, but it took 6 months for that whole thing to happen. Back and forth, like interviews. They made me go see like a therapist, interview, like all sorts of things to check if I was in the right state of mind while I was doing the work.
Yeah.
Like they made me do drug tests, alcohol tests to see if I was like drinking on the job and all this kind of crazy stuff. It was mad.
So what's the lesson?
Work for yourself,
Yeah,
literally,
right,
bro.
right.
Work for yourself. Like
Yeah.
I'm not ever working again for someone else's dream.
Do
man.
you think?
Literally.
Do you think obviously what happened has affected you a lot in your appearance, certainly, and probably also psychologically? Do you reckon you're in a better place now, or prior to it happening?
What, prior to when it happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
are
bro.
you happier now?
I'll be real, I was lit before it happened, yeah? And now, it's peak, but it is what it is. I just got to try and move forward and figure out the best way to move forward, really.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of look at
Is
it.
that
Did you have
because of you? Because of your appearance?
Huh?
Is that because of your appearance? You feel like that?
Partially, I'd probably say like 70%, because my girl left me, innit? So,
I was gonna ask you
yeah,
that.
yeah, she left. But like,
See, your girl left you because of this.
She ain't saying
I won't really know if that was really the truth
No
behind
one will
it.
say that's the
but
reason.
My
worldwide.
mental health was really, really, really bad at one point. Like, and it was just affecting our relationship. Like, I was a different person from the person she met, completely, totally.
Okay.
So I can see how that must have affected her in the long run. So I could see why she didn't want to stay because of. But also, all of her friends are saying like, "Oh, you don't need to be with him anymore." Blah blah blah. This and that.
That's
like,
so
you know what I mean? So it's
Well, how
like,
long
you can
did it
probably
take
get
her
a
to
better
leave?
guy. It's about 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
How long have you been like? How long? When was this?
3 years now.
3 years.
Yeah.
So you've been living with this for 3 years. So how long did it take for your mental health to come back to some sort of where you can be out in public, like, or I don't know?
Boy, I'm still on antidepressants now.
Yeah.
So, like, I would say I was indoors for about a year, but like it was COVID anyway, so I think that helped massively, just having to stay inside and not really communicate with anyone. So I was indoors for about a year, and then I was just walking around with bandages and like all sorts of things to cover my face, scarves,
And
hoods.
do you wear your mask? What you say?
He said man was coming in his face.
Is that what he said?
Bro.
That's
would
definitely not
never
what I
have
said,
said
bro.
that.
That's definitely not what. It's just because I speak fast, innit?
I'm telling you now, he said coming in his face.
I definitely did not say that, bro. But clip it and play it back. Clip it and play it back. And don't
I know what I
AI
heard.
do any AI nonsense.
So do you take off the mask?
Only to shower and stuff, really.
So in public, nobody don't see.
Nah, never, man.
Nah.
Not since, anyway.
Swear down. Never.
Is that?
I just feel more comfortable like this, bro. Like, I'm used to it now.
You live
So,
on your own, sorry.
yeah. I got
So
one
when-
bed.
When you're in your house, you obviously take it off.
Yeah, it depends, innit? Because I shoot a lot of stuff at my house as well. I film a lot at my house. So I feel comfortable with it on, innit? So I don't have to like look in the mirror and that. So
What about gal?
what about gal?
You get yeah.
Try not to.
Try not to, but it just happens.
Nah, it's not even like it just happens. It's just I'm so focused on me, and the more you're focused on yourself, the more things you attract naturally anyway. So I feel like regardless of whether or not
So do you?
I'm
think,
trying not to get a girl,
do
I
you
feel
think-
like they're just.
Do you think that you'll never get to a state where you'll be happy with yourself?
I don't know. Maybe,
Like, where you
maybe
don't need
not.
to wear a mask.
Maybe. Like, I think it just depends. Like, there's like, I've been offered like, I'm going through treatment so I can get like some laser stuff and stuff like that done. Like, if I have to ever like see my family and stuff, like I won't always wear the mask with my family. Like sometimes I wear makeup and shit. So it really just depends.
Because for a man, I don't know. Do we really count on our looks that much?
Nah, not really.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I don't know, bro. It just,
Now you've got the thing.
it
is
just
when
hit, I don't know. It
you
just
know
hit
what,
me.
though? When you
I
walked
feel
in,
like,
when you walked in, you've got a good energy about you.
Confidence.
You've got charisma.
Yeah.
appreciate it, bro.
And I think
Nah,
that's the
100%.
thing, isn't it? It's about just having charisma.
I feel like for me, the thing that I think I was fine, yeah, until my girl left, and then I think when that happened, that was the one that hit me the most. You get it? So
that's just one person, no man.
Yeah. Come
yeah,
on.
you say that, but like,
The gal were just
lot of them.
rolling anyway, man.
Yeah,
with the
they're
confidence.
All you have
I
to
don't
do
know,
is
bro.
walk in the room and whip out your hood.
That's what they more care about your size than
Easy.
anything else, isn't
You know
it?
what I'm saying? You can do that, you're good. You get me?
They don't care
Don't
about
have to
that.
see your face.
rad.
right, then we're gonna come
but
back.
wait there. But if it was the opposite though, like let's just say it happened to your gal,
Yeah.
what do you reckon you like?
How do I? Well, it really depends on the situation, I guess. Like, I feel like I still kind of giving her the benefit of the doubt just because I know my mental health was mad and I was just in a different place. But like, I'd probably stick by her. Like, I don't have any reason to leave her. Do you know what I mean? That's the person that I wanted to be with and chose to be with. So it's supposed to be thick and thin. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.